Hi and welcome to a new league. So after playing some Grixis Shadows, some cool brews and such, I need to get back to some good old Rakdos Scam, because otherwise I'm going to get rusty and I don't want to. So let's jump into a league. There isn't much to say about this list. You already know it. You see Scam a lot, so let's just play. Okay, on the play. And with almost a scam, I'm still going to keep. I don't mind, because as soon as I get red source, I'm able to play Blood Moon, and I could also just throw an Undying effect. So it's not a bad end. Let go. Living End, huh? So this dot is going to hurt you, unless you have a grief of your own. Maybe not. Could also just be Shadow. Okay, it's Shadow. So this Blood Moon is so good against them. So they could just take Blood Moon and it's kind of fine for me, I guess. But otherwise they have to play around Blood Moon and it's not that easy, I guess. Because they need a counter spell. And likely they play Drown in the Lock. Okay. It was the right choice, I guess. This turn is just going to play Dauthi and pass turn. So they could play Shadow right now. I have a bunch of blockers, so I don't really mind. That's interesting. Should I go Grief? Okay, the double blue counter spell. Okay. Not going to keep up counter spell with the Dauthi. I'm just going to pressure them. If they want to play a shot, it's fine. I have blockers. They're likely playing just Dimir Shadow. There's the first Shadow. And nothing more. Let's just play Thoughtseize. Still, I think it's fine. Okay, interesting. She kinda has to block here. Is that even true? It's kinda risky for them to attack here. I think I'm just going to attack with everyone. Because this is lethal, unless they have removal for the Dauthi. Press down. To bounce. Okay. If they kill... Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, because if they block like this, I'm just going to play another one. Let's see. They need another answer for my Dauthi. And I'm fine taking 10 damage. Okay. So one more Blood Moons against them. Kroxa is actually pretty good because usually against these kind of decks, you go in the late game and then you need something good. Sheoldred. Thoughtseize is okay, nothing too good though. Terminate. I think I can cut to Terminate. Fury is not afraid. Okay, let's try something like this. Because even if I scam a Fury early on, and they're just going to block it with the Shadow, so it's not great. Push is not that bad though. I think that push is better than Terminate. Basically, they're the same card in this matchup because they play only Shadow Bowmaster. Maybe they play Murktide. Yeah, they could be playing Murktide actually, but do I even care? Let's try something like this. Okay, whatever. Okay, I kind of like this hand. Thoughtseize, Feordain, sure. Another Kroxa. So they could have Bowmasters here. It's kind of bad if they do. Dauthi. Interesting. That's not that bad against my Kroxa though. So I need to find the removal of their deck. Nice. What's going on? Okay, that was a pretty good outcome. They need 3 mana to do something this turn. Another Preordain. I'm not going to fetch unless they top out because I don't want them to play Bowmasters. They could also have Tron in the lock. Bowmasters. Brazen Borwer, sure. I'm going to ask you to discard a card. Then I'm just going to play again Ragavan. This could be another Dauthi, sure. They keep up 2 mana. They could have Counterspell or another Freezing Borwer. So I could play Kroxa. I think I'm still going to play Kroxa. They had another Dauthi hand? Wow. Okay, go. So it seems like they don't have an answer for my Ragavan. Okay, they're attacking me for 3. Wow. You added the whole crew, so I need to find Urena. There was kinda dead. Orcish Bowmaster is not bad, because at least I can kill the Brazen Borrower. Shadow. I cannot play that Shadow. I could... Actually, I can. I think I'm going to... because they cannot block my creatures. So if they attack with Dauthi, I'm just going to kill them, basically. So we are playing Shadow even when we are not playing Shadow. Wow, they didn't cast Brazen Borrower. Why though? Okay, I'm down to 6. This Shadow is huge. So it could be dead next turn. But they are surely dead next turn if they don't remove the Death Shadow. Wow, okay. Pretty good. Okay, this is a fine keep. We are against Giganta. I'm likely going to Thoughtseize first. Okay, so we are against that deck, huh? With Flusterstorm main. I don't know. I don't feel so good about this game. Turn 1 they play Ragavan. I don't know. I have 4 Terminates in my deck, so I better find them soon. Okay. I don't know, even though this matchup should be okay, I'm not that sure about that. So now they go binding on Ragavan, right? Now they go knockout. And then we trade Ragavans. No. You do nothing. Okay, interesting. We have a Grief. You can just playing this stuff and plus turn. I want to take that Flusterstorm. And that binding too, actually. Okay, they go for binding now. Gonna take a bunch of damage. Down to 11. They have a Flusterstorm in hand. Feign Death. We can have that. Don't care. Okay, that's getting a bit scary. Okay, so I think I'm going to scam these. So that was enough Fury. And then I play a Ragavan. Still I'm not in the best spot ever. Down to 4. They have Tribal Flames, I'm just dead. They both that one, huh? The Giganta, I don't think I have any out, sadly. I don't know, this matchup doesn't seem so good. Yeah, that's not going to do it. Okay, we need more removals. I need some good creature. Explosives. I can cut Dauthi and Kroxa and Thoughtseize. And probably this should be a bit better. Orcish Bowmasters is not great either, but what could they do here? Okay, let's try like this. We have some removals. I think I'm going to... Okay. Okay, we keep. Turn one, they play nothing. Okay. That's pretty good. But we need to be careful because they have Stubborn Denial. And I don't think they have Fluster Storm anymore, but still Stubborn Denial could be a problem. And Binding too is kind of annoying. So they have a turn to play, right? But they're thinking about fetching for basics, fetching for Shocklands to play, I don't know, Kavu, likely. They just play knockout. Okay. So this means that they have a counter spell. Let's just play Terminate. If they want to counter this, it's fine. And they, okay. They want to try on them. Might to try them, okay. So they don't have. Ooh. They don't have Stubborn Denial. So this is a Fury turn. No reason not to play Fury. They likely have Binding, but still we are getting two creatures feel like this. They have 5 cards in hand. But once they play Lyrian Binding, I can play Sheoldred and that's going to work. Or maybe they have nothing. It's even better. They could still have Binding, let's see. Yeah, they do. Four cards in their hand. I need to draw Bloodmoon. No, stop. Treble Flames. This is so annoying. Undying Malice a bit too late. Sign of Draco. Yep. That is not too bad. At least I can cycle a bunch of cards. In spot like these, I prefer Spyro. Fury? Wow, okay. So I'm going to graveyard that one and play Grief. I'm just dead. This matchup is awful. I don't know how the win percentage of Scam against Zoo is good. If you're is not going to do anything here. No way I can recover. I mean, red's okay. That does something. Yeah, that actually does something. Unless they have a removal for the reflect. No. Okay. Good job. We have a pretty decent hand, I guess. Against Gigant again, please don't be Zoo. Is that even better? Mem Knight, not going to do much. Please play more creatures. Not that one though. I think it's fine for me to just go Fury. And probably just going to play Dauthi. Doesn't seem so bad. Okay, we have a pretty good turn to Metal Cyst. Yep, Metal Cyst. That's a pretty good turn too. Okay, Undying Malice though. So I think I'm just letting the Fury die. Yeah, there is no reason not to. And I still have Orcish Bowmaster if they want to go Thoughtcast or something like that. Ornithopter. You could also just equip and okay. It's a 4/6. It's okay. Let's trade the Fury for the Ornithopter. Well, it's damage. More lands. Can they have to buy Gigantic, yes? Or play that thing? So if I attack with all, they're down to 1. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. They cannot draw, they cannot get colored mana from these. I think that they're just dead. No. So we are against artifacts. Lucky for me, I have nothing against artifacts. Guess we are siding in more removals, and that's it. Maybe Blood Moon. I don't think that Thoughtseize is going to do anything at all, so maybe some blockers. Pithing Needle is actually not that bad against them. And let's try like this. Explosive to get rid of the constructs could be an option, but I think it's a bit slow. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm going to side them in next game. So is this a keep? I don't think so. We can do better. This I cannot keep. Okay, this is better. So Undying, I don't need that. And I have to take the Ragavan out because they will likely have a blocker. And if I'm playing push, I'm not playing Ragavan and all this stuff. So okay. That's going to die. Push here, pass the turn. Welding jar. Okay. Luckily for me, Welding jar does nothing against Terminate. Still they have pretty good setup there. Yep, they do. It's already a 5-5. Wow. Can they have to name Welding jar and push the germ? Okay, I think we are a bit too behind. Is that? Yeah, sure, whatever. Maybe explosive is a bit better than Blood Moon. We're on the play. Maybe tease though. Give me a grief, give me an undying effect, please. Okay, that's still fine. The mulligan to 6. Blood Crypt, go. Next turn I'm just likely going to play Dauthi. Yeah, they're doing nothing. Welding Ornithopter. Let's play another Ornithopter. Okay, so this turn I got Dauthi. Linkmoth Nexus. Draw 2. If only I had Orcish Bowmaster in my head. In my hand. I could draw 2 though. For now I'm just going to attack. And maybe I could push the Ornithopter. Yeah, I think I'm going to push Ornithopter upkeep. Artifact land cycling. Sure. Go ahead. Darksteel Citadel. Springleaf Run. I think I'm just going to pressure them. So you have a 4-4-2 that could play, but I think the Dauthi is a bit better in this spot. And this Takenuma is just going to be played. Yes, go ahead, please. Oh, that's annoying. But I have a Feign Death. And everything is going to go face. I think I can raise them. I mean, they tried. It was not a bad play, but still, those cards against Orcish Bowmasters are not that great. You have lethal. They could have a bounce spell. Okay, they have nothing. Let's keep it. I'm always so close to Rift turn 1. I mean, these are not bad ends anyway. Ooh, the mirror match. They have a Thoughtseize. Okay. So they're taking Dauthi, I guess? Could be wrong. Yeah, I took the Dauthi. They play Dauthi. Ping them for 1. Okay, another one. Ping them for 1. If they have a Fury, I just lost, but I think that I kind of have to raise them. Those cards are useless. They had a Thoughtseize turn 1, so it's fine. At least in this spot, they cannot go something like Spiral. Okay, they have the Fury. Nothing to do. That's fine. So against that deck, I want Sheoldred. And I can cut Blood Moon. Didn't like Phyrexian Metamorph. Is Kroxa even good against Dauthi? I think so. It's not a bad matchup for Kroxa. On the play, I kind of want my Thoughtseize though. I think I'm going to keep like this. And on the draw, I'm going to cut 4 Ragavan for 2 more Thoughtseize and 2 more push. Okay, let's keep. Turn 1. Thoughtseize. Must be Thoughtseize. Is there Feign Death? Undying Malice, Orcish Bowmasters. That's a pretty bad end. I think I'm just going to play Fury. Blood Crypt untapped. Wow! Okay, that's game right there. That's the game right there. Top deck Grief. So they take Fury and, I don't know, Ragavan to stop me from getting back up. Okay, so I could still draw Fury. Let's draw Fury now. Terminate, that works too. Should I wait? Should I wait? Maybe I could just play Ragavan past the turn. Because they shouldn't play anything this turn, and next turn I can go Ragavan, Terminate. Okay, want to keep blockers. Okay, that worked out. Now we just need to get rid of that Fable somehow. Go. Just go Fable, pass turn. So this turn I'm going to trade and play another Ragavan. Please let me play though. You can heal during my turn. Oh, we got this. Okay. You only have lands too, so they can gain the most advantage out of that Fable. Crazy. So my best bet is to draw Sheoldred. They have nothing. Okay, it's kind of fine. You have another Fable. Yeah, we have a land. Only thing I can do. We get back Grief. Hours later. So they got a Grief back. And they're looking to lock me out of the game, so I need a removal next turn for Fable. But I still have a Ragavan that I kind of must block. Otherwise, I could even get a Fury out of their deck. Phyrexian Metamorph. So now they just need a land. If they draw a land, I'm just going to concede. Unless they find a Terminate, I guess. I need exactly Terminate. I'm so behind. Let's see. Grief. Okay, let's concede. Again, so close to Grief turn 1, but man, I just need an Undying effect now. Which it shouldn't be too hard to find. What are we facing? What is that? Let's just play Dauthi. Tiger of Gold? What? It's mono black aggro? I don't know. Yeah, I think it's just mono black aggro. Undying Malice. Uh-huh. Tell me more. So this kind of block, I don't even know what should I do. I mean, could kill these two and dash. Let's just go for the thing. And it's lucky for me to find something to play. No, we got a land. Okay, it's fine. We're not in a bad spot anyway, so... And another one. Can't block. Wow, Knight of the Evil Legion. I think I'm just going to kill the knight. I mean, I should be able to find something to play, right? Only lands. Okay, okay. She take 5, I'm down to 9. Next turn I play Grief, I play Ragavan. I don't think that they have a land. They have a Signing Blood. Okay. I think that dashing is fine here. I'm going to block like this, take... let's attack with all. Another one of those. I'm kinda scared of these land. Because as soon as they find the land, I'm just dead. But I kinda need to pressure them. I mean, it's a playable land. It's a playable creature. So we are going to Undying Malice, Orcish Bowmaster, get rid of some of their creatures. And your last card is Knight of the Evil Legion. Knight of the Evil Legion in this spot is not bad at all. I need a removal now. We found the land. I can double block and feign death though. I think I'm going to bring back Ragavan, because at least this turn I can attack without trading. Cannot attack with Orcish Bowmaster, otherwise I might be dead. Push. Nice. Okay, I don't know what we are facing, to be honest, but that's okay. So, Thoughtseize, what I want push, Sheoldred, Explosives. They're playing so many 1-drops. Fox is not great, but I think that... I think we are fine like this. No, this is not keepable. I think we can do better. Okay, this is better, yes. Double Fable is a bit too slow, and I want to be sure to be able to play at least one Fable on turn 3, so... Grief. Yep, you got it. We are getting scammed. Well, it was not what I was expecting. It was just a grief. Whoosh. Sure. I kind of want to keep that Takenuma in hand. I could also just discard Takenuma next turn if I think that I need more removals. Okay, that's their whole hand. So yeah, I'm going to discard those because I could find a Fury and win the game on the spot. Okay, we have the removals anyway. They're not trading. Guess I'm going to push and kill everything now because they're playing a Undying Malice. And now they just have a 2/2. I'm going to trade with Reflection plus Feign Death. Grief. Okay. I think I'm just going to keep attacking. At least for this turn. Dauthi. So Feign Death is useless. I'm just going to do these. Then take 3. Okay, I need a removal for that Dauthi. That's a pretty strong removal. I think we won. Because we can also clone this. Okay. Not an awesome league, but still, we got pretty unlucky in the scam matchup, and Zoo is such a bad matchup. So, I don't know, this list seems okay. I'm still not sure about Fable. I'm more of a Spiral player because most of the time I just don't have any more cards in hand and I just want a field. I don't want something that it's good on the long run, but surely Fable is a strong card. I could try like one Spiral instead of the Blood Moon main deck. Other than that, I think that the deck is pretty good. Phyrexian Metamorph is also a good tech. You can steal Furies, One Ring, Somnath, anything you like, really. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the League. Stay tuned for more and see you in the next one.